What's your zodiac sign, dude?
Pisces.
Me too, man. We
Yeah,
get emotional. When's your birthday, dog?
February 26th today.
Wow,
What?
Yeah.
that's
Dude,
Getting
happy
there.
birthday, man.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
we
All
went the
right,
whole
glad we
interview and we just didn't
yeah.
know it was your birthday. Well, that's great.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
happy
know. I was
birthday,
laughing. I
man.
might, because my team was texting me, and I was like, "Boom, birthday interview. I'm with it."
There you
All
go.
right, word. Yeah, happy birthday, man. I mean, are you doing I should have asked you this at the very beginning. What are you doing on your birthday? You doing
My
anything fun,
sister.
man?
Yeah, I'm kicking it with my friends, and my sister. She's about to come pick me up, and she lives nearby, so that'll be fun.
Word. Alrighty, baby. We back. You know what time it is, dude. Episode 107. Shout out Dash Radio. It's the boys over Man to Man. Appreciate you guys rocking with us. Lifestyle edition. Co-host Andy Liam. What's good, dude?
Doing well, man. Doing well. Good interview for you guys. Another young, a little younger than I realized, I guess, musician. Found
Mhm.
out halfway through the interview here. It was his birthday. That was like I would be like, that's the first thing
Right.
I would mention if I was like coming on. Hey guys, maybe not run it as long. It's my birthday. I'm trying to get out of here. Got to go hang
Right.
out with the sister. He just casually brings it up, like it's my birthday. Like what?
Yeah, we got it. I mean, that's a great interview, guys. We're bringing on Arden Jones. This kid hits some serious numbers. We're talking about the number game. 21-year-old. Happy birthday. Kid had, 14 million streams on Spotify Rap 2021. He's got bangers out. He's got songs that have 12, 13 million alone in itself. I think you guys are going to really appreciate it. It's a West Coast dude. We're talking to the West Coast musicians, man. We ask them what's the best party they've been to. Talking about somewhere in Mexico. I ain't never heard of it, man. Never been outside the country. So I know you guys kind of called me out on that one, but anything else, or should we just go into it?
We can get right into it as these dogs.
That's the dog. The dog is saying let's get into it. So all right, please enjoy our interview with up and coming artist that's just gonna be making it throughout the next 80 million years, Arden Jones. All right, once again, you're tuned in to the boys over at Man to Man on Dash Radio. We're excited to be sitting down and chatting with singer-songwriter based out of Los Angeles who recently hit close to 14 million total streams on Spotify in 2021 and averages about 755,000 monthly listeners. Please welcome in our guy, Arden Jones. Arden, what's up, dude? How you doing?
I'm doing good. Thanks so much for having me. Happy to be here.
Absolutely, man. You're on the West Coast. How's the weather treating you? Before we talked, you said it was cold out there. It's like 60 degrees. We're in Nashville. It's like 20 degrees. What's going on, dude?
Yeah, I mean, it's cold for LA for sure. It's kind of always nice out here, but I grew up in California. I'm a California boy, so 60 degrees and under is chilly.
I'd,
Not
I'd love to have that problem, man. What? All right. You guys got everything out there. Yeah,
it's a different
yeah,
type
Liam,
of
you got
weather,
anything
man.
on that?
Different type
Yeah.
of weather out there for sure.
Different type of weather with the palm trees. It's got to be beautiful, man. Well, all right, Arden, let's get into it, dude. You look beautiful. Let's talk about it. You got a lot of things going on right now, and it looks like you have this project that's going on all year. You're dropping a 3-song EP every Thursday at the beginning of each month. You've already dropped one. I'm sorry, I don't know about anybody else. It's an absolute banger. So what's going on here? Tell us about this process and why you decided to do it, man.
Yeah, I mean, last year I dropped 7 songs, and it was not enough for me. This year I was like, listen, I've been working for a year on music. I've been in the studio every day. I got to get this music out somehow, or it's just going to be sitting on my hard drive. So that was kind of the whole plan around it. I was like seeing a ton of artists, being very vague about when they were dropping their music, and fans want to know when it's coming out. And I was like, let's just give them the whole plan so they know exactly when it's going to come. And then they just have to trust me that they're all going to be bangers.
Rob, we trust in you already after the first one, dude. What's the difference between dropping, or is there some strategy dropping it on a Thursday? Because we've talked to musicians that are all about the new music Friday, right? Is there any strategy behind the Thursday?
Yeah, well, technically, if something comes out on Friday, in in California, it'll be 9 p.m. Thursday. So
Gotcha.
everything that drops is on the East Coast, midnight on Friday. So technically,
So
it's
you're still looking for your music to be on that New Music Friday, just
exactly, yeah,
for fans to listen to on Friday.
yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay,
It's a little
cool.
confusing.
Well,
But Thursdays, we
I'm
were
just
just like, first Thursday of the month. That'll be a little bit of a holiday for Arden Jones fans.
I love it, man. So I mean, it's correct me if my math is totally wrong. I didn't pass a lot of math classes in college, but 35 songs total throughout the year. How do you have these songs prepared already? You got a file of all these songs. What's the process of making these songs? How fast does it take? Things like that.
Yeah. Close. It's 33 songs just because we started in February.
Okay.
And we're doing 3 songs a month. I've been working on projects for a long time, kind of under wraps, and just not posting about them. And I think I work quickly in terms of writing music, but that's just because I kind of stay in the studio till I finish the song most of the time.
Right.
And if that's 5 or 6 hours, then I got a song done that day, which is nice, but then I'll go back and make little finishes and touch ups and stuff. And so the music I'm dropping this year, I've kind of been, I'll write a song and be like, hey, that fits well with this one, or that fits well with this one, or this is going to be killer. I got one song done for tape 4, and now I'm going to like lock in those second 2. You know what I mean? And then boom, they'll all be kind of following a bit of a theme. So then, they tie in well together. And
then what about I'm sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you didn't. That's all I was saying.
What about the recording off an iPhone? Is that what you did with the song Horror Story? I mean, that song's probably my favorite one on the EP. What's the difference behind, I guess, what's the strategy behind recording it off an iPhone? Unique sound or what?
Yeah, totally. I mean, like, I'm not gonna lie, I got this mic right here, you know what I mean? Like, I'm recording on I'm recording on nice microphones too. But Horror Story and Parallel Parking, that was my first song I ever dropped. That was all on voice memos, completely recorded through my iPhone, just because that's all I had at school. I think like back then I would have recorded with a mic. And then I found this kind of, it's like a griminess that comes with the iPhone mic that I really like. And that's what it's like in Horror Story, like I don't want to sound crisp and clear and perfect on that song because it's just not the vibe of it. I was out at just out at the beach with my family when I came up with that song, and I threw it right down into Logic, and then boom, it was done, like so quick, you know what I mean? And sometimes they just got to not be touched anymore, because I could go in and re-record that whole song, and I really don't think it would have the same feel,
Right.
So it was a banger, then.
I was gonna ask you kind of really about at least your first EP here. Is there a kind of a idea of the name behind? It sounds like you're gonna go with some type of tape 1, age tape 2. Is that kind of what's the idea behind the name itself?
Yeah, so anybody who calls me Age, I know I've known for a long time, because that's my nickname since I was a kid.
Okay.
AGE. And that was my original artist name as well. So I was dropping music on Spotify with like 300 plays, 2019, 2020, and 2018, 2019. And so, yeah, it's kind of just an ode to that. And then, anybody who knows me from home, they call me Age. So they're just Age tapes, because this is, I was trying to find a way to label them.
I think that's unique. I guess we'll get a little bit into
that.
Yeah, I like that. We'll get a little bit into kind of like you're still young. We've talked to young artists before. We've talked to old artists now too. Kind of your background of getting into music. Was there? I mean, what about your family? Were they musicians? Kind of just break down how you even got into music in the first place.
Yeah, totally. Music was always there. Whether it was like listening to it or my parents forcing me to take piano lessons. Like, my family definitely wanted me to play music just because they knew how amazing it was. You know, it wasn't like anybody in my family was a working or recording artist or anything like that. It was more just, yo, I think you'd have a lot of fun doing this, so you should pick up the guitar. Um, and then just listening to music in the car. My parents really liked Connor Oberst, the Bright Eyes, um, the Avett Brothers, a lot of folk and classic rock as well, and things like that. And yeah, I really credit them for my music taste, and then also my own music is kind of just a combination of everything I like the most. Um,
Well, let's talk about okay. So I think we found out you're originally from San Francisco. How now you're kind of in LA and getting that. How was that transition? What kind of just made you decide and basically said, "Deuces, I'm going to LA." What was that decision like, and why did you make that transition from San Francisco to LA?
Totally. So it actually had nothing to do with music. I got into film school. I went to Dodge Film School at Chapman, and I was going there for advertising and PR and ad. I was filming videos a little bit. I was filming like my own music videos and things like that. And then I was gonna go into advertising. But really, at school, I was just making music the whole time. And I think when you move to school, it's less like moving to the center of LA and like starting from scratch. You know what I mean? You're definitely protected when you're in a dorm and you got all this stuff planned out. But then when I made the call to call it quits, that was like my manager and I were just like, all right, we're going to do this, right? And then, I was gone. And then, boom, I move an hour up north into LA. And then it's like, whoa, I'm 20 years old and an adult. So I got to,
Were you making, so you were making music, obviously, from a young age all the way up until college. Were you making, did you see like maybe a song or like an EP that you came out that just started to get, how did you gain momentum in yourself? How did you gain potential and confidence in yourself and say, hey, screw school, dude. I mean, I'm in $40,000 deep in debt. I feel you, but what gave you that confidence to do so?
Yeah. Well, I really didn't. I was almost like tentative to promote my music until college. In high school, I was still making it, but I wasn't like telling my friends about it or posting about it. And then 2021, December 2020, actually, my manager emailed me and he had heard a demo of mine. And at that time, I really, probably less than 1,000 plays on every single song. And they were just sitting on Spotify. My manager, Mike Kosak, who is just a legend, he emailed me and was like, yo, I'm not kidding you. I can get you this, and this year, and we're going to do it, and it's going to work. And I'm going to put you to work this year, so you should probably drop out of school. And that was just an insane email to get. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Do not, like, it was really hard to believe, you know what I mean? And with my parents and everything.
Right.
And I didn't pull the trigger on school till Parallel Parking was probably at almost 1 million streams. So, and that happened in a month. So Parallel Parking was my first song dropped on Spotify under the name Arden Jones. And I was like, all right, let's see it. This manager guy thinks he can help me out. And I think I got what it takes and we're ready to grind. And we did, it was a lot of work and a lot of promo, and it connected with the people, which I'm so grateful for.
I think that's interesting because we were looking at it, and Parallel Parking was kind of the first big song that you had pop off. You said a lot of promo. Did TikTok help with this? How did what sort of strategies did you guys do in order for that song to kind of blow up?
Totally. A lot of posting about it and myself, and kind of the story of, hey, just so you guys know, I'm dropping out of school and we don't know how it's going to go, but like I'm doing it because of this song, You know what I mean? And I think people were excited about that. Luckily, people cared enough to help me out and support me. So that was really, really cool. And yeah, I mean, it's tough. There's just no right way to do social media. It's really hard. I think
Right.
Spotify playlisting was super helpful. Um, I got New Music Friday on Parallel Parking, which just was mind blowing because
Nice.
I had 0 monthly listeners, nothing. You know what I mean? So that's always just crazy. You know, I think Spotify they do a good job of listening to music, and if they feel like helping you out, they will, and that's really nice.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you just about yourself a little bit more. To like, who are you outside of your music? Do you have any other like real interests besides music, or are you just always recording?
Yeah, for sure. Um, I'm I love to surf and skate, and I'm kind of just like normal, average skater, California. I don't know. I grew up doing like classic beach road trips and things like that, and then hanging out with my friends. Like my best friend from high school goes to San Diego State, so I'm always down there. Um, and yeah, camping, like
I was gonna
just
say because I was looking on Instagram a little bit, and I saw you. I told Andy, I was like, "Hey, I think this dude kind of likes to be outdoors and travel a little bit." He's like, I could see that, but I kind of just wanted to hear from you if there was anything else." So that's cool to hear for sure.
Yeah,
yeah,
we don't really get to go to the beach or anything like that, man.
No.
Okay, let us come visit you, dude. What's going
yeah.
on here?
Come through to my 1 bedroom.
So I love it, man. And just so that our listeners got this timeline correct, and we do as well. You're saying that you didn't have a lot of listeners, and that was at, I guess, beginning of freshman year with parallel parking, and then you see growth in parallel parking, and then you decide to take that leap of faith and like, I'm gonna just stick to music, and that's where that came. I think that's a pretty interesting story. And
Totally.
is that during COVID? Like when COVID, I guess, first started, and I don't know, did that work out? Were you getting out of school and then COVID kind of happened after that to where you were
Mhm.
able to sit down and work extremely hard on your music and really nothing else?
Yeah, no, through quarantine was a lot of work on music, but this was before, everything connected. It was Quarantine was helpful for sure. I probably did like 40 songs in quarantine. Um,
Wow.
I was just grinding because music is what I do for fun, anyways. So I think that's why my, amount of songs is I'm just kind of always throwing down ideas, and 40 songs, whatever that means, whether it's ideas or skeletons of songs or
Mm-hmm.
fully done songs. Um, I think quarantine was a time to focus on, that. It was before numbers and things came. It was before people were really connecting with the music.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just kind of working on getting better at writing and consistency.
Right.
Gotcha.
I was gonna ask you for like the listeners that maybe haven't heard your music before. Where do you kind of find your inspiration almost, and then almost to the point of like what kind of like classification of your music would you call it? Because it is very unique style that a lot of people haven't really heard before, really. So kind of
Thank you.
touch on that.
That means a lot. It's Well, inspirations obviously Mac Miller, goat, legend, Dominic
Mm-hmm.
Fike, goat. There's just so many people. Rex Orange County is amazing. Um, so many people who kind of paved the way for this pocket. I guess you could say I'm in. But I think the biggest thing for me is, like I was saying, I'm a huge hip hop fan, so I feel like I've been talking to a lot of people about this. There's just a bridge, or there isn't a bridge between alternative and hip hop music
Mm-hmm.
totally. You know what I mean? And I want to make music that my parents are going to rock with and my boys are going to rock with, and like everybody's going to find something they can like. maybe not every song, but I want to incorporate parts of that, that folk music my parents showed me and all that type of stuff. I want to bring that in with this modern type of feel. You know what I mean? 808s
Yeah,
and real like trap drums and stuff. Like people don't hear those on alternative songs. So
yeah, it's very interesting. What you got a very unique sound, man. So I was when I first heard your song, I was like, it's like Foster's the People kind of vibe, but almost a little bit different. I don't know. I love
that's
love
cool.
Foster People, but let's all right. So let's get past all the past stuff. You're doing everything that's going on this year with the EPs. You love traveling, you love skateboarding, you love living life, dude. But what about this tour that you got? You got a tour coming up, I believe, starting in April. Where are you going? What are you looking forward to the most? Is this your first tour? And take us through this process a little bit.
Yeah, me and Thomas Heaton. He's a British artist. He's so cool. Just I'm super happy to be supporting him and super lucky. But yeah, man, I'm doing the West Coast. Like, what? I don't even. Yeah, it's like I just told you. I was in college a year ago, so I'm about to do Oregon, Seattle, LA, and San Francisco, which is like I'm playing music in all those cities in a week, which is absurd.
Have you ever really played live music? I'm sure you have, but like a tour? Have you gone on tour? Have you played a show?
Yeah, I played live music a bit, and then I did Unsilent Night in Dallas, so that was super fun. That was a festival. There's a lot of cool artists out there. Grandson, Sleeping with Sirens, a lot of people. Royal and the Serpent, who's incredible. That was super fun. And then I did a couple small shows in LA. So, it's the only way to get good at performing live is doing it a bunch of times. And
Sure.
I'm excited to do that,
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
What about you just talked about your boy at San Diego State. What about fraternities and sororities? You ever thought about going to play there?
Yeah, I mean, I was in a fraternity for a year.
What'd you pledge, dude?
Phi Delta Theta. Yeah,
Nice.
so
Isn't that Liam? Liam, did you do that?
No.
No.
I'm a
You're
Fiji.
Fiji.
Yeah, Fiji.
Gotcha,
Yep,
gotcha.
We had a Fiji. Yeah, dude, it would be cool. I actually totally got to add this to the story. My college just asked me to come headline a festival for them. So
Nice.
Full circle there, huh?
make a little bit of that money back.
Yeah.
You know?
I like to ask all artists this because I think everybody is kind of unique in their answer. So I'm kind of curious about what you would say to this. But what do you think is the hardest part about making music? Is it the writing? Is it the lyrical portion of it, or is it more of just like what is coming next for me as an artist in terms of like how my song is portrayed by other people?
Totally. I think being authentic in your lyrics is the hardest part of music for sure. It's really easy to write lyrics, and I find myself doing this all the time. Lyrics that just rhyme or just fit, but don't add anything, and people have heard a million times. You know what I mean?
Right.
So coming up with like original lyrics, you have to get personal with yourself, and you can't like hide behind it because people are gonna be able to tell if you're not telling the truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, get a little
Right.
vulnerable out there.
Yeah, you got to get vulnerable, and
Yeah.
like I think people, I mean, shit, like I'm scared to do that. It's not easy to get vulnerable. So
What's your zodiac sign, dude?
Pisces,
Me too, man.
Yeah.
We get emotional. When's your birthday, dog?
February 26th today.
Wow.
What?
Yeah,
That's
Dude, happy birthday, man.
thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
we went
All
the
right,
whole
glad we-
interview and we just didn't
Yeah.
know it was your birthday. Well, that's great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
happy
I know.
birthday.
I was laughing.
man.
I might, because my team was texting me, and I was like, "Boom, birthday interview. I'm with it."
There you go.
All right, word. Yeah, happy birthday, man. Are you doing? I should have asked you this at the very beginning. What are you doing on your birthday? You doing anything fun, man?
Yeah, I'm kicking it with my friends and my sister. She's about to come pick me up, and she lives nearby, so that'll be fun.
Word. Happy birthday. All right. Well, we won't take too much more of your time, man.
No,
We're
no
rocking
stress.
with
I'm having a
okay,
good time.
okay,
bro,
cool.
you know? Don't worry.
Okay. How old are you? 21?
21 now. Yeah.
Have yourself a little Teddy Bruschi tonight, dude.
Yeah, exactly. I don't drink, but
Okay, well we know what else. You
lame,
smoke
lame,
weed,
lame,
or
lame, lame.
you don't smoke pot, do you?
No, I'm on that Jack Harlow lifestyle right now. I'm
Okay,
trying
good
to
for
be
you, dude. Good for you.
trying to be healthy.
Good for you, man. Likewise, man. Likewise. All right, well, let's get into some fun stuff, man. We got Arden Jones rocking with the man-to-man boys on Dash Radio. Arden, you're the man, dude. Appreciate you. But before we let you go, dude, we want to ask you. We do this thing called shooting the shit. Just ask, quick rapid fire questions. Whatever comes to mind first. Let us know. These are just personality questions. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I guess we got Zodiac sign out of the way. Best party you've been to?
Ooh, man, probably in Puerto Vallarta, New Year's
Where is that at? Is that California?
in Mexico.
Yeah, see, I've been outside the country, man. I am not cultured, bro.
Yeah.
What do you do there, man?
It was a New Year's party where we were setting off like a ton of those glowing, like the big glowing lamps that float up into the sky. And yeah, it was fun. We just turned up and went crazy.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, maybe I'll have to go check it out, 'cause I'm not trying to get drafted here soon.
Yeah.
Most famous person you ever hung out with?
Whoa. I ran
Or been in the room with?
into Cole Bennett once at a club. He's in the
Nice.
hip hop world. He does he does every single music video you've ever seen. You know what I mean? Like he's just a legend. So that was crazy. Off the top of my head, I'm trying to think.
We could stick with that one.
That was good, yeah. I like
Perfect.
That one's fire. I know who that guy is.
Yeah.
Okay. Biggest influencer or celebrity to slide into the DMs, vice versa. Check mark time, dude.
Wow. Yeah, check mark time. I mean, Tanner Fox hit me up, which was crazy. Like, I was watching Tanner growing up and watching him with the cars, and like he was like, "Yo, can I use your music?" And I just sent him some files, and he like revealed his new GTR with one of my songs. So that was kind of mind-blowing. Just like I was growing up DMing him about like, "Yo, I love your videos, I love your cars," like all that, and then for him to follow me and hit me up and be like, "Yo, you're next up. Your music's crazy." I was like,
Wow, man.
Bro. Wow.
Yeah, that's got to be an insane feeling. Good for you, man. What is your morning and night routine?
Ooh, morning routine. I get up and I'll cruise down. I'm in Santa Monica, right near the beach, so I cruise down to the cafe, place called Dogtown, and get like an acai bowl and a coffee, and then I'll usually go to the studio, like straight to the studio, and just be
Nice.
working till the evening, get off, come home, make dinner, kick it with the boys, play video games, play Xbox.
You taking the boys out for dinner at times, dude? I mean, I'd imagine you got some bread now.
Yeah, a little bit, bro. I'm taking them out. They're in college, so I'll spot them here and there.
There you go.
What goes around comes around.
Yeah, take care of the boys out here.
Yeah.
I tell you, it's funny because Liam and I were in Santa Monica, I Bleav back in November, Liam, and what were we saying? Like everybody on that beach is just like a creative. We felt like we were in Grand Theft Auto. Like everyone was a creative character. It was the craziest thing. People were swinging, working out. I don't know, doing everything else. All right, we got a couple more for you. This isn't even on our doc, man, but how do you take care of your voice? How do you take care of your throat? I've been having some throat problems. I'd like to know.
Bro, check me out.
For our YouTube, Arden Jones just got up and now he's back with some
there it is.
Yeah.
Throat comfort.
Throat comfort.
That's that throat comfort tea. And
I need that, dog.
Yeah.
My shit has been on crunch for the past like 5 months, dude.
Yeah, bro, go get some of that. It'll change your life.
Is it
All right,
fair to
well,
say that Arden's throat game is strong? Is that fair?
Yeah, in the least sus way possible.
There you go. I'm just
That's
fucking
all
with
right.
you.
I gotta try that shit out, man. It looks
Yeah.
awesome.
Do it.
All right. Let's see. Two more for you, brother. Two more for you. Advice to other artists and maybe younger musicians trying to pursue their dreams.
Keep going no matter what. Don't look at numbers. Because
Don't look at numbers.
no, bro, I don't know how I did, but I kept going with no results for probably 4 or 5 years, and I just would never, ever, ever expect this year to happen, and like I believed it would, but thinking back now, it's just you have to believe because something random can happen at some time. So just keep going and stick with it because everything's additive. I think I got that right. Everything's additive, and like it's not gonna hurt you to create. You know what I mean? So keep going, keep working, and try to improve.
Last question here. Who is that young brother, Arden Jones? Who are you, dude?
I'm just like I'm a kid at heart, and I want to share my music with the world, and hopefully make some sort of an impact before I'm out of here.
Yeah. This is a man of many talents, bro. I'll tell you what, we're looking forward to your music. Pre-save age 2. Tape 2 coming up.
Right
Okay.
words, wrong order, but the same thing.
I was trying to get it, man. Volume age tape 2 coming up. Be sure to go check out Arden Jones. You can find that in all your social media links at Arden Jones in the bio. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Well,
Hey, thank
like I
you
said,
so much, guys.
yeah, dude. I think I found you on TikTok, man. And it's funny. We always find people like this on TikTok. Keep going, dude. You have a great platform, great following. Your music is great. It's unique, dude. We love it. And yeah, this is fun, man. Thanks for coming on the show. We really appreciate it, dude.
Of course, I really appreciate it, and it was really fun. I had a great time.
Oh, man. Happy birthday to you.
All right, well,
man.
happy birthday, dude. Yeah.
Thank you. I'll catch you boys. I'll catch you boys soon.
For sure.
Yeah, Arden, we'll talk to you soon. All right, brother.
Okay. Amazing.
Peace, man. Thanks, man.
Only in the night, it ain't about nothing. I'm straight hustling.